finishes up.
With all those guys getting in early, they're going to kind of get assimilated a little bit. But how much of a shock could August still be for them once they get to camp?
Oh, I think it will be. I think it's huge for us. Just how summer school falls, it's tough. If they didn't get in now, they're not getting into July 6th. You're talking, less than a month until they start training camp. They're barely acclimating before they have to start practice. So
right.
I think it was important that they get here, as many as we could get here now. So hopefully, they kind of get accustomed to our workouts, our program, our expectations. They have the chance to improve a little bit and train in July, and then they're ready for training camp when it starts.
So like coming back from Destin, every coach had a differing opinion on something. Everybody was talking something.
We have a lot of discussions about that stuff too. The discussions last for a while too because of it. But I think we put everybody, every individual, when you sit in big meetings, everyone wants to look at what's in their best interest in the league as well as what's in the best interest of their individual universities. And it's, I think everybody tries to find common ground.
What do you think of Les Miles and Steve Spurrier talking about basing who gets to Atlanta based off division record?
Not a big fan. I think all conference games have to count. You're going to play an SEC game. You diminish the value of conference games if you didn't count all of them.
Do you like the 6-1-1 and the way it's set up with the permanent opponents? You'll have Kentucky and all that.
Yeah, we'll see. It'll be the first year doing it. I'll probably have a better opinion on it in a couple of years. It's something new. Anytime there's something new, you kind of got to get used to it to see if it's what you like.
How far have y'all gotten with the post-spring evaluations and all that?
On our team?
Yeah.
A little bit. I want to see, how guys improve over the summer. We have a good idea how we left spring. But there's an awful lot of improvement guys can do between now and training camp.
No, you got a walk-on quarterback officially today, or he started classes yesterday from Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
How important was it to get him on campus and also get some depth going there for August?
Well, that helps. More importantly, Nick Schuessler's here, early, so he's going to have that, with your scholarship guys. But it's also important that, walk-ons for us do add depth. We have some walk-ons that contribute, so it's great to get those guys in, and we'll have some contributing games next year for us, and usually not first-year guys, but obviously guys that have worked and stayed in the program and earned their playing time. They're really a key part to our program.
I know in the spring you talked about how you felt like the guys had a little bit of a kick in their behind after last season. They kind of came in last year, had their backs padded, the tongue twister there.
Yeah.
But how are they reacted after spring? Did he still see that drive in them a little bit?
Yeah, I think in the spring we had it and showed our team GPA. I think was third highest in school history. And so it carries in. I usually think it carries into everything. How we act, how we practice, how we train, how we perform in the classroom. So that was good. But that was the spring. That's the first part. Summer's another whole part. We have to have a great academic, great conditioning, great training, great improving summer and training camp. And you can't just be satisfied with where we are. So hopefully we keep that edge all summer long.
Every year, maybe 2, 3, 4 guys, freshmen, will get on the field. I think Quay Evans is probably one, but any other guys that you can say right now might have a really good shot at doing that?
It'll be tough to see. It's so hard to say, even with Quay, because he's, he has the advantage because he enrolled in school early. I think that's always a huge advantage because he's been through an off season, he's been through practice, so it gives him advantage. But we'll say it's so hard to say because sometimes the guys that'll shock you when they jump on the field early, and other guys you expect to do it maybe aren't as ready as fast as you think they'd be. So that's something that you really don't even know until you start playing the game.
I know a lot of fans are probably asking you this still, and reporters like me. You plan still to throw the football a little bit more this coming season than past?
Yeah, I like to run it too. I guess a lot depends in different games sometimes. But, I think when you look at the team and you're looking at a group of senior wide receivers, a quarterback that's been in the system now and understands the system. He's been here as you look at all the quarterbacks we've had, he's been here almost as long as all of them. And so he really has experience in the system. So I know we're going to have a lot of trust in Tyler to throw the football.
There's silly talk about white uniforms or something like that for the Snow Bowl game against A&M, and the kids.
We have a great marketing department, so they, who knows what we're going to come up. We'll always come up with one shocking uniform every year, I'm sure.
Yeah.